This program contains movie spoilers. Viewers are advised to proceed on their own discretion.
The new Netflix movie Enola Holmes follows the novel The Case of Missing Marquis from the Enola Holmes Mysteries series by Nancy Springer, published in 2006. Enola Holmes, played by Millie Bobby Brown, is a free-spirited and a strong-willed young girl who grew up with her mother Eudora Holmes, played by Helena Bonham Carter, who is also her teacher and inspiration. One day, when her mother suddenly disappears from her life, Enola Holmes enlists her elder brothers, Mycroft Holmes, played by Sam Claflin, and the already famous detective Sherlock Holmes, played by Henry Cavill, to find her. Amidst her elder brother Mycroft's ideologies as to how a lady should be, and her own training as an accomplished decipherer, and a little push from her other brother Sherlock Holmes, Enola goes out on a journey of self-discovery, a little detective work, and a lot of fistfights, and also saves England by solving a crime. Welcome to I Like to Move It. Today, let's find out the good, the bad, and the ugly of this Harry Bradbeer directed Netflix flick, Enola Holmes. I have been a big fan of fourth wall breaks. This kind of narrative adds an extra dimension to the running story that would otherwise be confined only amidst the characters. Fourth wall breaks have been executed perfectly in TV shows like House of Cards and movies like Annie Hall, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and my personal favorite, Deadpool. Enola Holmes' very first scene begins with the fourth wall break, and it's a well-executed format consistent throughout the movie. Whether it's an entire elucidating monologue or just a wink to the camera before she knocks the bad guy, Millie Bobby Brown is comfortable with this uncommonly used gimmick. She is no Kevin Spacey, yeah. She is definitely not as good as Ryan Reynolds, yes. But Millie Bobby Brown did a commendable work with this cinematic tactic. The second good thing about this movie is if we follow the fictional world set by the master storyteller Sir Arthur Conan Doyle for Sherlock, then this world set up by the writer Nancy Springer for Enola Holmes should be somewhere during the mid-1880s. As such, the movie does a brilliant job in art direction department. The costumes, the mise-en-scène setups, the entire Victorian era get-up and London's transforming face and everything in between is just touché. And finally, among the goods of this movie are the secondary characters. Sam Claflin as Mycroft Holmes, Bern Gerwin as the hired girl Linthorn, and especially Fiona Shaw as Miss Harrison. These secondary characters kept us at the edge of our seat. I would have preferred to see more of Helena Bonham Carter. She always sets the stage on fire. But well, that's where the bad of this movie begins. The half-baked screenplay is what made the movie such a lackluster. Don't get me wrong, Millie Bobby Brown and her castmate Louis Patrice as Tewkesbury kept the engagement on. But running between two separate hero journeys for Enola Holmes has not been balanced. As a viewer, we want Enola to be searching vehemently for her mother, but then she swerves her path towards saving Tewkesbury, which has literally, yes, literally torn the pages of her journal and confused us altogether. This made the ending of the movie very bland, absolutely tasteless, and well, lots of loose ends for Enola's character arc. Millie Bobby Brown has done a creditable work as Enola Holmes, see Suits, but taking up the name Holmes means a big burden is already there on the fanfiction's soldier. Without a good mystery, throwing up the name Sherlock Holmes means you are playing with the sentiments of not just moviegoers, but avid readers as well. Sherlock Holmes is equals to good mystery, which Enola Holmes, the movie, is not. There's little mystery to be solved, instead an adventure to be pursued. Since the threat of the unresolved case is entangled between the search for her mother and then education in the finishing school, and Enola discovering her childhood and reminiscing her past, the mystery fades and dies. And with that, it takes the viewer's interest away from the plot line also. That brings me to the ugly of this movie, Sherlock Holmes himself. Handle the character well and he comes alive as Johnny Lee Miller, Benedict Cumberbatch or Robert Downey Jr., but handle the character messily and he becomes intolerable Will Ferrell and now Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill's acting has gone through a rough ride over the years. People have loved to hate him and hated the fact that he lands significant roles. He has gained mass attention from the Tudors, but every now and then he does something that shifts his fans' balance to yay or nay. This time, as a Henry Cavill admirer, for me, this movie is a whooping nay. His Sherlock Holmes has no depth, no discoverable verticals, and in a poorly written script, his portrayal is the biggest ugly of this movie. Enola Holmes is a below average movie, but the goods have outweighed the bads, and hence I would like to rate it a 3 out of 5 stars. Henry Cavill's Sherlock Holmes could push the rating further down, but well, the movie isn't about him, so let's keep that 3 a 3.